Do. All my streaming stuff's up. Hell yeah, let's do this, baby. How are we doing today? Tonight, this morning. It is 3:30. Jesus Christ, I meant to start this earlier. And then I was laying down on my bed, and my cat decided to lay on me and be all cute, which she never does. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to enjoy this for a little bit. And then I did. And then I had to get this table set up because we are in CAS Cycle 12 now, aka a redemption cycle. So let me pull up the screen here. There it is. We have nine of them this time. Spotlit sets. I've played some of these before on stream. I've played some of these before off stream. Actually, I played one of these off stream. I've played beside a couple of them off stream as well. As you can see here, we've got Deku from My Hero Academia, which is a show I've never cared to watch. I'm so far behind on any sort of anime viewing. It is what it is. Predator, which I have done 4 streams of on before. The Wasp, which I have been in games with other people who have played it. I don't remember if I've ever played the Wasp. I really can't fucking remember. No, I don't think I have. Baptiste by Tuna, which I've played on stream. Raphael, which by Inquire, and I've played his Leonardo and Donatello. I didn't realize Raphael had been through a cycle before. Agatha, which I have not played for any cast reviews or anything like that, but I have played her before. And Red Guardian, who I have never touched. I don't think I've ever played him before, at least. I'm pretty sure I haven't. I think I've been in a game with him before, but I have never played him. And then the 2 villains are White Queen by Dipsum and Spot. Who the hell made Spot? Who made you people? Who made you? So Spot is by Hacks, so Design Hacker. Ross by Jack HP. Red Guardian by Kaji. Raphael by Inquire. Deku by Kaza. Baptiste by Tuna. And Agatha by Rip Breton. What the hell? What rolled? Oh, Rip Britton. Okay, so Ripper. I didn't realize his name in the channel was something different like that. Anyways, whatever. So anyways, as you can see from the right side of my screen, I'm going to play test the Yidnar, aka Predator. So my goal this cycle is for the ones that I've played before to maybe just do 1 or 2 games for each of them. Mainly because I've played them a lot already. So this mainly applies to Baptiste and Predator. Yeah, I'm not going to play for like a full 4-game thing. It's for a couple reasons. I've played them a bit on my stream already, or off stream or whatever. And I've honestly been getting a little burnt out lately. I'd like to spend more time with my own creations and getting my own things either, released or created to begin with. Like I've been sitting on if you haven't looked at my Discord channel, I've been sitting on Cassie Hack from Hack Slash. I started her planning process about a week and a half ago, and I've barely done anything with her since then. I've made her hero card in Alter Ego, and I haven't really gotten too far otherwise. I'd like to get more time making her. I've already got another Marvel hero behind her that I want to get to at some point. So I'm trying to manage my load of this game a bit more. Hey, Kaj. Well, Kaji. That is a good question. So Gaji says, welcome to the jungle. So are you going to be playing Shanna? So as you can see, I have Predator. So, you know, Predator 1 was in the jungle, but sometimes you got to bring the Predator to the jungle. So here's Shanna the She-Devil. Um, so yeah. So Shanna will be partnering with him. I had 2 precons with Shanna when I made her. So she's got her aggression deck, and she's also got a leadership deck. So she's going to be playing her leadership deck this time. So was there any other notes about how I wanted to do this cycle? Not really. So I'm probably, like I said before, I'm probably just going to do 1 or 2 games of Predator and Baptiste, who are 2 characters that I'm actually interested in playing again. Because full transparency, I actually failed or did not pass both of these when they were up for review. If I remember correctly, Predator, the old version of him, I felt that he took over games too much. I felt that was a not very fun mechanic, and I was in contact with RyCoRan SuperTNT a lot during the when I was doing my reviews, and he was, you know, asking about like changes that I would suggest, changes that he was thinking about, things like that. But when I reviewed it, I wanted to review it for what was out there at the time. So I know he's done a lot of changes to it. I haven't looked at them all because, like I said, it was a lot. Um, and I wanted to be a little lazy and keep myself a little surprised. So I'm not entirely sure everything that has been changed. I know that just from having set it up from the table, Infralock has changed a lot because I think there used to be 3 copies of Infralock, and now it is just a permanent setup upgrade. Um, but yeah, Predator was one of the characters that on my initial playtesting I did not give a pass to. And then Baptiste, I did not give a pass to him. I haven't looked at anything that might have been changed with Tuna's character. If I remember correctly, my big thing with him was that I felt that he kind of just didn't do anything in his original iteration. I don't know if anything's been changed with him. I remember him playing as a character who really needed other players to carry the load while he supported them, which is not inherently a bad thing. It kind of messes with characters if you do solo. I don't play solo. I refuse to play solo. Even right now, 1 person on a table, I'm still playing 2 hands. Agatha, I actually enjoyed Agatha. I've got an affinity for magic users anyways, but I didn't play her on stream. I just played her. Actually, I don't think I played her on stream. I certainly didn't play her for a cycle review or anything like that, if I remember correctly. But I enjoyed Agatha. I was actually kind of surprised she didn't pass. And all the rest of them, like I said before, I haven't played them. S Factor. Do I want someone else to join? Not this game. If I decide to do a second game tonight, I might be down for having somebody else on S. But this game, when I'm playtesting stuff for review cycles, I like to just kind of make sure that everything is working and all that stuff individually. All right. So that being said, going against one of my usuals and Crossbones, he looks like somebody who wants to get hunted by a beautiful woman and then someone who would actually kill the hell out of him. So he's one of my normal go-tos. Everything in there is set up. I took out Madam Hydra because she is no fun. I kept the rest of her set in there though. All right, okay. Just know some people don't like 2-handed. I actually don't mind 2-handed. I don't like single playing. I don't like playing with just 1 deck. That's what I hate playing. Even if I'm playing alone, because this is a co-op game, I like having 2 hands. All right, start at the Power Gauntlets. So does he have anything new? It's still got the discard until it gets an upgrade thing. I don't remember what it was before. I think he's changed that a little bit. And then after minion, so Infralock will now automatically attach when minions come in. Excellent. He's got a aggression precon, which I think before he had an aggression and a justice, and a protection for that matter. I think he might add 3 of the 4. And now he is purely aggression, at least in his precons. Doesn't have anything else for precons. So I got that all set up. Shuffle her environment deck, her Savage Land deck. Shuffle her Savage Land, or her actual deck. Draw her cards. And draw Predator's card. She's still got a 6-card hand size, 5-card hand size. That is quacktastic. So I can discard until I get an upgrade. I don't have any of his upgrades. I imagine he's still got them. I have not really looked over the deck since any changes have been made. Do I keep these? I'm not going to be able to get anything with attachments yet, because I'm actually going to have to play the game a little bit for that to happen first. I'm going to need to keep the forwarding because I'm not actually playing a Justice character, so everything else, and then I'll just discard until I get one of his upgrades. Shanna, how are we looking? Did I really make you 14 hit point character? Holy crap, I forgot about that. M, refraction. Let's get squared off. Let's get rid of. I need to keep perception. Do I want to get rid of? Let's get rid of ready for action. Control 2 now. Not so lucky. I would have liked that or have her spear. Oh well. He's got nothing else required of him. Shuffle this another time for paranoia's sake, and let's get into this. As the guest in this, Predator will take the first player. What are you doing awake, S Factor? I thought you were back to normal human sleeping hours. Why are you awake at 3:45 in the morning? Let's do my action. Discard into a discard and upgrade by Xenomorph. Alright, did this change at all? Justice card plays glyph. Oh, this is now a remove from the game. Was it a remove from the game before? I can't remember. I cannot remember if this was a remove from game before. It's not a bad card to put in play, though. I'm going to 2 to Hall of Heroes, because I should be killing a lot of minions. Didn't get any of my weapons. I have Yarnborn. But I kind of want to get Self-Destruct in. Imagine Yarnborn is the sacrificial lamb to exhaust for Fusillade. If I get Self-Destruct out right now, then I've got this setting up for a while. So let's get this Self-Destruct out. Let's rip the Band-Aid off a little. And I'll get rid of the Fusillade for the Yarnborn. I can use this for other things later in the game. I was going to move them, but I'm not going to. Let's get a counter. Oh, that's a hero action. Let me go ahead and flip then, and then do this. After I defeat a minion, I can become cloaked. So cloaked is another thing. If you haven't seen me play this before, it is a custom status. I forgot the word status. It didn't. It ceased to exist to me for a good moment there. So I need minions to start getting him going. Just going to attack for 3. What's this one do again? This is the discard. 1, 2, 3. And that will end his turn. Yeah, it'll end his turn. Shanna! So I can't actually really start interacting with this until I flip the hero. I want to make sure it's shuffle again because I'm paranoid. Let's flip her. Let's just go ahead and flip her. Rip the Band-Aid off here. 2 for the Savage Lane connection. If I burn everything else, I can get M in, but she'd be kind of wasted right now. Savage Blast won't be overly useful until this cycles through, so what I'm going to do is... Actually, I don't need to do this yet. I will attack for 2. Do I have a Mental Infest in my hand? I do. Let's get rid of the discard. won't be able to ready myself, but I think I can live with that. I can't play either of these. I'm going to Savage Blast to get an environment and play. Let's see what happens. You know what? You know what? It's free. It's free real. Oh, M is still in my hand. Damn it. I forgot. Oh. So yeah, this is useless. It just doesn't do anything. That is the worst one of her cards to get first turn. At least I have a Savage Land environment in play. That's going to end her turn. She's a rare 14 hit point character who has a 5-card hand size. I did that because I have to spend a resource to get this engine going. So I was like, you know what? I can... Oh, she gets additional hand. I can validate her having a larger hand size. I have thought about knocking it down because of the Savage Land connection, giving her additional hit point or hand size. She is in beta form, so I do need feedback for her still. And we got 5 cards here. 3, 4. Really, really getting some variety in these hands here. I'm drawing Surprise Move, Fuse Slot, and Savage Strike again. All right. 1, 2. Attacks. I've got 13 hit points. I think I might just take this. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this. It doesn't have a weapon. I don't have to worry about any of that shit. Just take the 3 damage here. Attacks Shanna the She-Devil. Shanna will also just take it. She's in a good spot right now. For just the 1. And we got rid of one of his schemes. That is good. And he becomes locked. And, oh, early game fucking machine gun. Fantastic. So he's still got his whole thing where he wants to defeat the minions himself, right? That's what the hell I just did with Man for Lock. You can tell I just woke up like an hour and a half ago because memory. I can hit him and help him out because he's only got 3 attack right now. I heal 2 damage or draw a card. So I'll draw the card because I'm not even that hurt. Oh, X23. Matthew Plunder. And ready for action to get X23. Oh, I only played 2. I only paid 2. I meant to do team training. I have 3 awesome allies and then Tracker, which is a good card. So I'm going to spend Moonboy. Do I spend Moonboy? Because I'm going to spend M. Sorry, M. To track. To remove 3 threat from a scheme. And reveal the top card of the Savage Land. So let's get a new one in. Tree Home. Everybody heals equal to the recovery. It's got 4. And then this stays out. Yeah, it's temporary, so it leaves at the end of the round. So reduce threat placed by 1. So let's help him out and deal 2 damage to this dude. And that will end her turn. Over here. So I've got the options now. I could I could pummel him for 9 damage. I don't get overkill, do I? No, and all threat has been removed, so actually killing him does nothing other than making it so he can't guard on my support cards. But I do get Hall of Heroes procs going off. Ooh, decisions. Let me attack with a surprise move to deal 5 damage to the Flame Soldier, which will defeat it. I don't get the infrared lock. I get a counter here, and I defeated him, so I ready. I will then exhaust this to get a counter. I will then spend these two and exhaust Yarnborn for Fusillade to deal 5 damage to an enemy. I will then... This only did it for the attack, right? I never really played, yeah, this attack. And I'll attack for 3. And then end their turns. So here's something that I know right now with Shanna. These were her 2 friendliest cards in her environment deck. I should still keep pumping through the deck, but I now know to expect not great things happening for the remainder of the deck. 1, 2, attack Shanna. She's going to take it again. She's in a good spot. So no damage from the machine gun. And then this attack again. She's just taking it. Ooh, max damage for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attacks Predator, who is also at full health. He's just going to take it too. Finally got into Plasma Caster. So that is actually awesome. This was the machine gun, so 1 damage from that. And then the attack for 2. Counter and counter. Quick Strike for 2 damage. Again, I'll take it. Quick Strike for 2. Again, I'm going to take it. I shuffled these. I did that on stream. Also, it's not forced, right? So I'm going to do it to the one that's on me. Let's spend both of these, sorry guys, to get the Plasma Caster. Put it here because that's where this is going to go. So, now Plasma Cast this dude, which makes it do 3 damage because he's got an upgrade attached. And this counts as me defeating him. So get one of those. Exhaust this to get one of these. I will attack this guy and defeat him to get another one of these. Don't have the resources for that. Spend a fisty to... Oh, this is... Oh, after... yeah, I just attacked. So after I attack an enemy, I can exhaust this, and with that resource, deal 2 damage here. I never use Yarnborn. I have to remind myself of a card that's been in the game since practically launch. Is there anything else I can do with them? I can flip them and get Hall of Heroes ready. Also, I defeated an enemy with this, so I can remove 2 threat from the main. So yeah, I'm going to flip. Trying to keep him on his first main scheme is not really going to happen. So we're just going to have to accept that's probably going to flip. Ooh, Hawkeye. Ooh, Zabu. Got another character who wants to defeat enemies because he can ready Shanna and Kazar. I need to fix the spacing on the quote on that. Do I get Zabu into play or do I get X-23 into play? These are both such good fucking... Oh yeah, this is temporary, so this is already gone. I don't have my environment, which means I don't get this. Do I get Helicarrier in play? 1, 2, 3. Why do I love X-23 so much? Get Helicarrier. I'll just attack for 2. Not having my spear is kind of sucking a little bit. Ready. I'm going to keep the cards I have in. 1 more, because I have a 6-card hand size. There's a spear. All right. 4, and yeah, he's got 6 right now. 5. Jesus Christ, this hand. And I got all the upgrades, so I'm not even sure if there's a reason to discard cards until I get an upgrade. I haven't looked at the new precon, so there might be. All right, 2 threats. Schemes for 3. Attacks. This is the machine gun for 3. Jesus Christ. Attacks. I know he's not going to defeat me, so I might just take this. Because most you can do right now is 4 damage. He doesn't have anything else that adds additional damage. The quick strike guy is a boost icon. Oh no, he is a. I'm gonna defend for 2. I take no damage, and it was not undefended, so I don't have to worry about getting rid of the only. Well, I do have 2 sports. Either of my sports. So good call. Good call. Filling schemes. All right, next phase. Energy shield. Bump this down to 2. Bump this up to 12. He gets a tough status. Dick. All right. Hey, look, it's a new Marvel Rivals character. What? They don't look anything like that. What's going on? I'll give you a clue. NetEase wanted your money, so they made Devil Dinosaur cute as hell. Sorry, X-23. I need to get the spear in. Actually, I can helicarrier it. Be real petty about this. There's a no minion that entered play, so he's a little bit fucked right now. Use this to attack the villain. This has piercing, so it knocks that off and does its 2 damage. She's going to have to flip down. Yeah, I'm going to flip. I can, what's what I have? So, for every 2 cards, so I can replay a card for 2 less than its cost. Do I want to actually track before I flip down? No, we're only at 2. So, I can essentially play a card for 2 less. So I can get Zabu out. Yeah, let's get Zabu. Meow. Debating whether or not I want to sidekick Zabu. Yeah, goodbye, X-23. Sidekicking Zabu. Zabu will attack for 2 damage. And that will end Shanna's turn. Over here. Do I heal? Let's discard until I get an upgrade. Two for the bio helmets. 1 for the close. Do I heal? That is a good question. Oh yeah, I wanted to do this. 1, 2, 3. Exhaust it. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna flip. Exhaust. I've also been continuously forgetting to give him cloaked. I've not remembered to give him cloaked a single time. Not at all. If you're watching this, shame on you for not telling me. No, I'm kidding. Let me shadow counter to jungle strike to find a minion and put it in play, engage with me. We're going to grab the Xeno, which will get infralocked. It has 4 hit points. I can hit it for 3. I will... attack him for 3. Because I like toughness. Oh, he has guard anyways. I can't hit the villain yet. I'm going to do something a little ballsy here. I'm going to get rid of the spine rip to use it as a fist resource to Yarnborn him. Get this back. Yes, kitty meow. Meow meow. What? Meow. Hold on, let me check what this is. My cat has found something on the ground that is interesting her. So I'll be right back. I'm back. She found a pretty large beetle, actually, that I tried to get out of my room safely, but that didn't happen. It crawled itself under a box that I keep under my bed, and in an effort to get the box out so I can grab it and take it outside, it got smushed under the box. Oh, that is a dead beetle. That is a shame. Oh well, it sucks. But it's a beetle. I defeated an enemy. I will. Oh yeah. Also, I remove 2 threat from a scheme. This for 2 damage. What's this? He's got retaliate. Do I have ranged on this? It is range, right? Anything else? Anything else? I mean, I can use this as a resource and get Blood Rage out. Also, wasn't there something about me healing? I have Cloak. I'll shuffle in my deck. I swear I had something about healing. Oh yeah, I healed 2 damage because it has 2 boost icons on it. I think that will end this turn. There's no threat for any move with the bio helmet. There's nothing for me to waste my time with on that. This is just the retaliate 1. Yep. 2, 3, 4. Got the Xeno back. And then 6. Deck out. I didn't deck out because I drew 6 from my environment deck. I kill a beetle and I lose track of all semblance of sanity. I even use this as a discard pile. What the hell? 2 guides. Actually, guides are useful. Loop is useful. Living armor is awesome. Reinforced suit would be awesome on Zabu. Alright, anyways. 1, 2. Schemes against Shanna for 2. Attacks. Machine gun first. Next time I would take any amount of damage, prevent 2 of that damage. So I'm just not going to worry about it because Cloak takes care of it. And then he attacks me. The machine gun is gone. And I'm just going to take this for max damage. No, it isn't. Not almost max damage. Surge. Surge. Burn through his encounter deck now. 1, 2, 3. Discard cards. So 2 cards. 1, 2, 3. Right, the armory. Insight 1. I'll discard until we get a weapon and reveal it. I think it should still have weapons. I'm pretty sure his knife is in here still. It's armor. Thank God. Is this knife not in here anymore? Over here. Alright, alright, alright. I'm a soldier. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize I served with the Yacha. Bug's a good card for a deck like this, but do I want it? Also, no minion entry play, right? Spend 1 for Man on the Wall. Exhaust it to get the Xenomorph, which gets in for lot. Exhaust to get a counter. So this is not a thwart. Does Crisis stop only thwart, or does it stop all threat removal from the main scheme? I think Patrol stops all threat removal. Yeah, you cannot use cards to remove threat from the main scheme with Patrol, but does Crisis stop? All threat, or is it just... You cannot remove any threat from the main scheme until that is gone. That's quacktastic. So let's use this. So we look at the top card. Remove 1 from this. Still haven't gotten any more goddamn attack. He does have additional attack in this, right? I'm not going crazy. He used to have additional attack in this deck, if I remember correctly. I would have kept that in here. How do I want to do this? Because right now I still can't just defeat him in one hit. Actually, you know what? 1, 2 to Savage Skewer him. This will deal 4 damage. Yep. 4 damage. So it defeats him. He goes back into my deck. I remove 2 threat from a scheme or 3 if it's side scheme. So 3. I get 1 here, and I get 1 back on here. I did this, actually. Yes, I did. Or no, I didn't do this. I will then hit the villain for 2, which will push him next phase. He's got 28 hit points. He gets his machine gun back. He is got some weapons I might need to get rid of here. He's got retaliates. I don't have anything to get rid of that, though. I don't have any threat removal. Do I attack him and get retaliated against, or do I just go ahead and flip? He's about to scheme. He'll scheme if I flip. Actually, yeah, let's flip heal. Do I have any more upgrades left? There's not even a point to doing it right now because I'm about to draw my hand and get a new deck, so I'm not even going to bother with his action. Shanna, who will heal. He's got fucking... hold on. Actually, before I heal, if I attack right now and take the retaliate damage, it takes 2. And then I heal, so I get my health, and I heal him for 2. I'm going to get a guide in play. I'm going to get another guide in play. I need to get the armor in, I think. Let's get the armor in. Flip. Actually, I could have used this to reduce it by 1. Got the reinforced. Do I want to keep the limitless stamina? Let's keep the limitless stamina, actually. I'll then use this to limitless stamina myself back to ready. I'll remove the 2 threat from here. I wish this had ranged on the first one, but it's more accurate that it doesn't. I will still hit him for 2 and get the 1 retaliate. I need to get rid of some of this shit. I really do. That will end their turn. I need to start getting some fucking environments back out. Ready. 6. Ready. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I had 2 upgrades. Oh, all the attack upgrades are on the bottom. Oh, that sounds about right. That actually sounds right. Jungle Strike. Jungle of oh. 1, 2. He schemes for 1, 2, 3. He attacks. So he's got a base of 3 attacks. So this is coming from the machine gun. So I'm just going to take this. Ooh, goddamn 3. He attacks. I'm actually going to take this. So he's doing a base of 3. I'm going to prevent it by 3 with the alley-oop. So he's doing 1 damage, alley-ooped. And I don't do the second effect because I don't have an environment in play already. Give him a tough status, rude. Insight 1. Any discard until we get a weapon. Ooh, this is getting rough. This is really starting to fucking get rough. He's got too many weapons out. I'm not doing a good job of containing this. First player to Shanna, who's already fucking hurt really badly. Really hurting. What do I need to get rid of this? Mental and energy. If I use an energy, though, I get rid of my endurance, and I might need that. Mental and fist. Let's get rid of the retaliate. I mean, I've got to flip and heal. God damn, this is rough right now. Also, I had that one turn that there should be one less total. It still would have pushed to the next phase, so it didn't really matter in the long run. I'm just remembering that when I played Tree Home, I should reduce threat by 1 until it was gone. While he didn't scheme, he would have lost 1, but it still would have gone out at the same rate. Because he had 5 threat on there and he schemed for 2, so it sort of happened eventually. If I savage attack, then I'm getting hit. I can get rid of Khazar to get a new one in play. You know, let's get rid of Khazar to get a new one in play. The villain cannot activate more than once against each player and does not get additional boost cards, which doesn't matter with him. Minions cannot receive boost cards. When a player plays a card from the hand, they must discard 1 card or cancel the effects of that card. So I'm going to use Helicarrier. I'm going to discard Inspired to play Savage Kick to deal 3 damage. Actually, let me use Sabu to knock the tough off. And then I do the Savage Kick. So that, and I'm going to discard this. So it'll do 5 damage. Also, I put in a environment, so I get to remove 2 threat. It's about to go to the next phase, which I don't want it to do. Do I want to remove 2 threat and then flip? Let's deal 2 damage real quick, because it doesn't have retaliate. Let's remove 2 threats and then flip. Yeah, that's not to be. Oh, she didn't heal. She's healing next turn. Because that way I can bring Zabu back from the brink here. All right, 1, 2, 3. Aggressive conditioning. Flip. Jungle Stalk for this. I will heal 2. Exhaust for this. I will attack him for 4, which will defeat him. I will get cloaked. I will remove 2 threat from main. I will plasma cast for 2 damage. I will biohelmet upgrade for 2 threat remove. Oh, this gets counter, this gets counter. That's going to end his turn. Yeah. He's got some nice, lovely damage reduction on him. 4. Get some nice threat removal that round. She gets 6. She decks out. And a savage kick like a boss. 1, 2, 3. Schemes for. This is undefeated attack, so 2. Attacks. The machine gun happens first and hits the cloak for no damage, so the cloak didn't actually go anywhere. And then he attacks again, or does his actual attack for a base of 3. I've got the cloak that stops. I've already forgotten 2 damage. Just going to take it. 4, 5. So I take 3. Encounter. All right, weapons. The weapons, you all can fuck off now. Going schemes. Ooh, this might be rough. For 3. 1, 2, 3. Thunderbolts. Are you fucking serious right now? Hey, I knew it was going to be one of the shit. Well, the only shit one. These are both kind of shit. Alright, so I have everything to get rid of this fucking thing. Can I defeat him this turn? I don't think I can, because he doesn't have an upgrade. He has 5 billion attachments like an asshole. Combat training, so I'm up to 5 attack. One, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, I don't have cloaked anymore. Let's get Brawn. Brawn will attack and remove 1, right? It just removes 1. Biohelmet upgrade. Whiffs. Plasma caster. I can hit him for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can blow up the outside world. Don't have any. God, I don't have any fucking resources. No. Blow up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gone from the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we can leave the rest for Shanna to clean up. Flip. Yeah, it doesn't fucking matter what I do. Alright, Shanna. Fucking kill him. Shanna's gonna heal for 4. Which heals Zabu. I'll let my Smilodon eat him. Alright. We win. Do I play another Predator game? I think. Honestly, I don't think I need to. For my own sanity, I don't think I really need to play a second game with Predator. How do I feel about the new Predator? It's weird because I remember one of the sticking points that I had made with his deck before was, if I remember correctly, it was 3 Infralocks, right? Super cards here. Spine, Rip, the Xenomorph, Brawn. Get your ass out of here. We don't need to see you. So remember some of the sticking points I had with him before were the self-destruct and I didn't even get a chance to play that. I don't remember it being in my hand. Oh, I discarded it because I was trying to get an upgrade. That's right. Is that all 15 of his or 16 of his cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. All right. So I remember the 2 cards that were big sticking points were the self-destruct, and his Infralock. If I remember correctly, it was 3 Infralocks in his old build, and then the self-destruct. I honestly, I cannot remember for the life of me if self-destruct had a remove from game on it. I don't think it did. If it didn't, then I think it having a remove from game is excellent. This felt, honestly can't remember if it changed, but it feels better. What was Predator? Was used Cycle 10, I think. Infralock. Actually kind of miss having a good amount of them. I kind of wish there were like, here's the thing, right? I think before there were 3, and it didn't make too much sense for them to have 3 because Predator is kind of like a 1-by-1 killer. Unless you watch Aliens vs. Predator or the new Predator movies where he just slaughters entire armies. The original Predators movies, he was just like, he would just take out like one at a time. So it's just like him hunting its prey. I don't know anything about the comics at all. So I actually think this is more thematically correct to be just 1 copy. I do kind of miss having more copies though. Anything else? What else? I mean, I've never been a big fan of gambling on the top card of the encounter deck. But that being said, with him having 0 thwart, this is... He's got 2 of these. So he's got some decent threat removal even with a 0 thwart on him. To where even with this gambling, it's not the biggest loss in the world because Ghost Protocol does do a good amount. That guy is dead as fuck, by the way. Infralocked, removing threat when it defeats minions. He's got some variances with his threat removal. He certainly needs help with it. But I feel like he's fine with his threat removal. His damage... how do I feel about his damage? I didn't play Spine Rip this time. Just because I never really seemed to have it when I had a minion that was worth playing it on. In comparison to other cards in my hand. This is a good card, but it sometimes gets a little afterthought to me. Also, I played this deck before. It's weird to me that aliens have spines because they are depicted as being invertebrates. So it having a spine is weird. Shouldn't have a skeletal structure. Wrist blades are fine. I ignored the retaliate on them. I forgot retaliate exists. I have an issue. That is a me thing. I always forget about retaliate on my own heroes. When it's on the villain, I remember retaliate every fucking time. When it is on me, it does not exist. Honor the Hunt. Did this change? It's in the victory display. Again, actually, if I didn't put in play, player may trigger this ability. So this is an excellent card for his deck. This is an excellent card for his deck. Nothing feels too overpowered anymore. I'm gonna laugh if I watch one of my old VODs and it turns out he changed nothing in his deck. And for some reason I'm remembering it better or I'm liking it better this time. Yeah, it doesn't feel like too overly powerful. This feels like a much more fun and balanced deck. It's such a highly detailed card. Why is that so detailed? Jesus Christ. Any other notes? Not that I can really think of. It's still a fun deck. It doesn't feel like it is taking over the game so much. Yeah. That's gonna end my my dive into Predator. He feels better. Yeah. That's all there is to it. He's just a lot more fun to play. It's a shame I never got his side scheme in play now that I think about it, but whatever, I guess. Shanna, I I might go through and redesign some of her environment cards to make them. The problem that I've been having with Shanna is Healing Waters and Tree Home are the two best cards. They are really the only two extremely friendly cards in this deck. So I need to make incentive for her to actually want to continuously play her deck. Now she's got some of that with the reduce the cost on her alter ego. Her two of her allies get bonuses to their Kazar gets +1 attack each time you get a Savage Land. Savage Blast does more damage for each one in your discard pile. Matthew Plunder gets +1 thwart for each Savage Land environment played. Alley does damage back by discarding Savage Land. So there's incentive in her deck itself to play Savage Land cards. But I need to maybe put more incentive in the Savage Land deck itself. Because right now there's a lot of negative in her deck. Which, I mean, thematically that would make sense because the Savage Lands are the fucking Savage Lands. They are not friendly to anyone, not even Shanna, who is the queen of the Savage Lands, Kazar being the king. Also, I had a less than optimal character to put a sidekick on. You usually want to put that on Kazar or Matthew. Probably Kazar. So here's what else she has, right? This one came out. This one's honestly one of the meanest cards in the game that I made. It's the one that makes us that the villain and minions can't get more boost cards, and then in order to play cards from your hand, have to discard a card. Desiccated Blight Plains. Shanna gets +1 defense. After a character thwarts your schemes, confuse that character. After a character attacks, stun that character. So this is a really rude card that just gives Shanna +1 defense. Now she can mitigate that some with Living Armor, which gives her steady. But that's a really mean card. It's got some value to it. Especially in larger games where the villain will attack, stun himself, or maybe he can attack, confuse, or attack, stun, scheme, confuse. So, I mean, it's still brutal to players, though. Millwood Forest. That's why I put in, what's it called? Guide. So, ignored its when revealed and forced effects. This one, reduce resource cost and extra your card you play this turn by 2. If a friendly character uses base power, discard the top card. This one's not terrible. Then this one also gives her an additional hand size. So that's another thing I might do is I might actually bump her down to a 4-card hand size. The issue becomes you kind of the reason I haven't done that is if you do that, you need Savage Land Connection to come into play early to validate having a 4-card hand size. This one isn't terrible though. +1 thwart, and especially beneficial if you have a lot of friendly characters. Temple Apes is just flat out damage. And then Wild Call is actually really good. So, I mean, it's not terrible, but there is a lot of, in my opinion, there's a lot of good cards in there. But I can see the hesitation when it comes to something like Surrounded or the Desiccated Blight Plains. Characters might not want to mill their deck. Temple Apes is just flat out rude to everything. I think I had a game where the Temple Apes actually defeated the villain, or at least the villain phase. Anyways, I'm still determining. I'm still trying to figure out whether or not I want to tweak her kit at all. Because yeah, the Valley of the Vermilion Eye can give her 7-card hand size in hero form. This turn it's revealed. So I'm thinking maybe if I knock one off her hand size and maybe adjust the cost of some cards if I do that, or I just keep her hand size where it is and release her. She's in beta. I don't know. Anyways, I've been yapping for 15 minutes. The game ended 15 minutes ago. Would I give Predator a pass this time? Yeah, I think so. Aesthetically, it looks great, just like it did last time. Mechanically, it's a pretty simple to understand mechanic-wise deck. Thematics, I think it's a bit more appropriate this time because you are focusing hardcore on one character to attack. What are some of the other ones? Balance, I still think he's on the strong side, but I don't think it's as overbearing as it was before. Fun factor, I mean, he's still fun. He was fun before, possibly for the wrong reasons of him being imbalanced. He's fun now. Materials, it's all there. I mean, it's just all there. He's got inserts, he's got precons and variants of his cards if you want more gory pictures and all that stuff. What's the last one? I always forget the last one. It's aesthetics. It's aesthetics and theme, mechanic, material, fun factor, balance. I must have said something twice. I don't know. I think I forgot something. Yeah, I definitely say this is an improvable character. I think it can be improved. I'm going to play, like I said before, I'm going to play Predator once or twice, which it's just going to be once. I'm going to play Baptiste once or twice because I played them both before on stream. I played them both 4 times, I think. I think I might have played Predator 5 times. I don't need to play him again. For my own sanity, I don't need to play him again. Unless I get feedback from SuperTNT. I'm probably not going to play him again just because my insanity. That being said, we're about an hour and 10 minutes into the stream, so I'm going to go ahead and call it there. So have a good morning / night / day, wherever you may be. Stay safe out there because the world is a dangerous place. I forgot to say stay safe on the last stream. So I know a bunch of motherfuckers weren't being safe because nobody reminded you. So stay safe again. If you want to play more custom content like what you saw here with Predator by RyCoRan, aka SuperTNT, or by myself or some of the other amazing members of our community, there will be a link to the Discord channel in the YouTube section or the YouTube comment description, whatever, YouTube description. You can also check out my streams at twitch.tv/theactualjackson. One of these names I'll get my actual fucking name. Anything else? No, that's all the house cleaning stuff. So take it easy.